What's up, cool cats? So I am doing my mini cut. So I just kind of wanted to break down what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it, just to document it for myself because I want to, and if anybody else wants to join or whatever. So a few things I'm going to focus on. So I'm not doing probably like what's that called? A textbook cut or whatever. I'm first of all doing it mini, so maybe 4 to 6 weeks. I haven't even really decided yet. I think my plan is to aim for 4 weeks, and if at 4 weeks I don't, I'm not angry, then I'll do another 2 weeks. But if I'm satisfied with 4 weeks and I feel like I got everything that I wanted out of it and I feel like I gained the experience and I'm just miserable and I don't want to do it, then I just won't. Easy as that. There's literally no reason I'm doing this. There's nothing. I just want to. I want to give it a try. I've never done it before. I think I've just kind of always I think in the beginning of my fitness stuff, I was in a calorie deficit and lifting weights just to build muscle and lose fat and blah, 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 blah. But as I've matured in my lifting, I've mostly just turned into kind of maintenance. I think when I was first postpartum, in the very beginning, I was focusing on trying to lose a little bit of that weight. But then I just kind of saw that it was coming off gradually. So I kind of let that go and was like, we're just going to see how this does. So I just started, especially too, because we PCS'd and we moved in the middle of it. And I was like, I'm not doing this. So I really just kept my daily habits and was eating pretty much in maintenance calories. I don't need to track my food, which I'm not going to do for this either. But I want to make sure I say that's because I've been doing this for a long time. I know what 5 ounces of chicken looks like. I know what 2 cups of vegetable look like. I know what a cup of rice looks like. I know what this stuff looks like. But if you don't know what these things look like, or if you've never tracked anything before, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you track first. Because if not, you're going to have no idea what you're consuming. And that's not a good idea. So I say that just to say you don't have to do it exactly how I'm doing it, but I can kind of give you guidance on how to do it at a less restrictive way if you want to. So anyways, a mini cut is basically just an extreme calorie deficit that you would want to do if you want to shed a little bit of extra fat that you have. So this isn't for huge weight loss. If you need to lose a large amount of weight, this isn't for you. This is just small little cut, people will put it at the end of a bulking phase just to shred any of the fat that they built up while bulking, or power lifters will do it, just to not gain too much fat and whatever. So I'm just doing it because I've never done it before. I want to experience it. I want to lose a little bit more body fat, and I just want to say that I did it. I just want to do it. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of bored with my routine too, which is totally normal. I'm just over it. I'm what am I training for? I'm not training for anything. I mentioned, I've been into this maintenance phase of my fitness for so long, I think for probably the last 6 months, maybe more. And so I'm not really training for anything. So I want to train for something. So that's why I'm doing it. And how I'm doing it is I'm going to focus on my protein. So like I said, I'm not counting anything. Traditionally, you will want to get your maintenance calories and cut them by probably a little bit more than 500, which is the normal, calorie deficit range. So cut them by a little bit more than that and just kind of see how your body responds. It's just a very restrictive diet, and that's why you don't want to do it for long periods of time. Honestly, getting into the 12 weeks is not a good idea, and some people do it for that long, but so it's not a good idea to restrict yourself for that long of so many calories, but that's a totally different topic because this is a mini cut. So let me reel it in because I will get distracted. So I'm going to focus on my protein because I do not want to lose that hard-earned muscle that I have built over the months and months of months. So I'm going to stick with 140 grams of protein. That is about a gram per lean body mass. Not that I have right now. I'm currently, I just weighed myself this morning and I'm at 145. So that's about my goal weight. I would probably want to be anywhere between 135, 140. So that's why I just set it to that, because that'll give me a good enough amount of protein that it's going to maintain my muscle mass. So that way my body doesn't start to eat at that, because that would be terrible. Imagine doing a mini cut and then at the end of it, you lost muscle mass and not fat. Traumatizing. Okay, so for me, I made a game plan. So 140 grams, I'm gonna make sure I have one protein shake a day, which is 25 grams of protein, easy. And then between 4 meals, which is what I normally eat, I'll normally eat like 3 meals and a snack or whatever. I need to split 30 grams of protein between 4 meals. So that's just an easy way for me to do it, for me to keep track of it, because like I said, I'm not counting calories just because I don't want to. I don't enjoy doing that. That's so time consuming for me. And like I said, a big thing of this is that I know what food looks like. So if you are counting calories, or if you're in my program and I'm having you count calories, don't come for me, okay? Because it is so important that you count your calories when you're first starting out, because you don't know what food looks like, and you need to make sure that you're not just, you know, thinking you're eating in a calorie deficit or eating at maintenance or eating at whatever, and you're not, you know? So that's what my game plan is. And then number 2, I'm gonna have at least 80 ounces of water a day. So that is basically half my body weight in ounces. Easy, that's super easy. What's that, like 4 20-ounce bottles of water? So bad at math. And then I'm gonna make sure, so I'm not really gonna like go carbless. For me, I need carbs. I'm function very well with them. And like I said, I want to keep like my lean body mass, and I want to be able to keep my lifts, which is what I'm going to get into next. So anyways, I'm not going to completely deplete all my carbs. I'm going to deplete most of my fats. So not all of them, but when I want to get calories from, I'm going to get them from my fats mostly. So I'm going to stick with lean protein. So like turkey, white fish, chicken breast, things like that, tuna, whatever. Stick with those. And then lean meats, I just said that, and then lean cheeses, obviously, because cheese has fat. So, and dressings and things like that, all that stuff that has fat in it, I'm gonna just try and strip that away before I strip my carbs away. And then my strength training. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to focus on 4 strength training sessions a week, because I'm gonna be in realistically a calorie deficit, because I'm gonna get that part to the end, but I'm cutting out like any of my snacky snacks that I have. So like I'll have maybe like a bag of chips here, or like a bar of chocolate here, or whatever. That's what I'm cutting out, because I pretty much do all of these things, but just not to the, like, I know I'm not in a calorie deficit because of all the snacky snacks I have. So that's what I'm cutting out. So with that being said, I don't want to be in such a calorie deficit that I can't work out, or that my workouts are creating such a big deficit for me that I just start losing so much weight, because my goal isn't to lose a ton of weight either, you know? So 4 strength training workouts a week, and they're gonna be anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes. I'm not gonna be in the gym for like 2 hours, because that's gonna burn too many calories that I'm not eating. So that's gonna put me in a huge deficit. So that's my game plan. And then as far as cardio, I'm going to do either like short runs, so like a mile and a half, a stair climber for like 20 minutes, which is gonna kill me because I love the stair climber, or walking. So that's what I'm gonna stick with, because like I said, I'm not gonna spend like 2 hours in the gym, because I don't wanna burn that many calories, because I'm not eating that many calories. So I hope that makes sense. And then yes, as far as cutting things out, I am going to cut out fried foods. I don't eat fried foods during the week, but on the weekends I will eat like French fries, or like chicken sandwiches, really anything. I don't really deprive myself. If I want it, I'm just gonna eat it, you know? So I am going to just cut those out for 4 to 6 weeks, still undecided. But because that's really the only thing I have to cut out. Like I eat pretty much like what I said is what I eat. That I am adding a little bit more protein. Normally I have like 120 to 130 grams of protein a day. But yeah, basically the rest of it is kind of how I eat, except for my snacky snacks that I am gonna get rid of. So 140 grams of protein, 82 ounces of water, lean meats, get rid of my snacky snacks, no fried foods. And I'm still going to drink wine 1 to 2 times a week, because I am. And I don't want to give that up, so I'm not. Like, this is what's going to work for me. I mean, hopefully, we'll see, huh? So this is how I want to do it. And it's a mini cut for me, because I'm cutting certain things out for me, okay? So this might not sound like a mini cut for somebody else who's like super restrictive on their cuts and things. This would be like, that's not a mini cut at all, girl. But it's a mini cut to me, and this is how I want to do it, and this is how I will see results longer. Because if I try to cut out everything, or bring my, carbs to like 50, 100 and eat like 1,300 calories a day, I'm gonna do that for like maybe 5 days, maybe. Because to me, like, I don't get satisfaction from that. Like, I need to enjoy it because I want to enjoy my life. So if I can do this, a mini cut, and still enjoy my life, that's a win-win. So that's what I'm experimenting with. That's another reason why I want to do it, just to kind of show people or just explore if there is more ways to do this than like boiled chicken and broccoli. And so yeah, that's my game plan. And yeah, starting today at July 5th, I'm gonna do weekly updates. So July 5th, 145 pounds this morning, and we're off. Let's go.